Marianne, I heard someone liken third-wave feminism to a cult that unduly influences its adherents in a similar manner as Scientology, the People's Temple, or the Unification Church. As a second-wave feminist myself, I tend to shy away from third-wave feminism because I think some of its causes are less about equality than they are about dogma. But I'm thinking the cult label might be a bit much. Your thoughts? Hey, thanks for the question, Marianne. And yeah, I actually agree with you. For the most part, I don't think that just because any group or subgroup has a kind of a wild-ass dogma or is very dogmatic or is very like, that makes them a cult. It's a little bit more complicated than that, right? There's a little bit more to it, I should say. I believe that there are subgroups within feminism that act like destructive cults. I believe that there are women within feminism who have, certain traits that are very cult leader-like, and the people who follow them get into a very extremist state of mind about feminism and about equal rights, where they get into a frame of mind where their rights are, it's sort of like Animal Farm, what's the line? Some pigs are a little bit more equal than others, right? And that's the line from the book. I'm not saying women are pigs. But it's this idea that, my equality trumps your equality, or they take it to this extremism, and that's where I have a problem with third and I think even fourth wave feminism. I think feminism accomplished much of its goals in all the years through suffrage and through civil rights and through the 70s and pay and all these kind of things. And do we still have, progress left to be made? Of course we do, absolutely. We're not all on a level playing field yet across the boards, and there's always going to be work to do on that. But as a social movement, I think it's accomplished a lot of things, and I think that a lot of those accomplishments get sort of, naysayed or looked at as though they're not important or something by current feminists who, I think have a mindset that that too much is never enough, and until they're the ones oppressing men, they're not really going to be satisfied. And I don't agree with that, right? I am all about equality, level playing field, tolerance, understanding, and also recognizing and realizing the fact that we're all never going to agree, ever, on everything or much of anything. We're just too, human beings are just way too individualistic for that. And so it's going to be a constant, the social norms and the social laws and the way we all get along and stuff need to be moved forward and constantly be worked on, so that there is a recognition that all of us should be appreciated and understood for who and what we are, and that we should have equality under the law, right, when it comes to legal matters and whatnot. And because we're humans, the laws might all say we're equal, but the people who are carrying out those laws might not necessarily agree, or they might make mistakes along the way, and so we have to fix those things. And so that's kind of how I look at that stuff. And I think that there are some people who have had injustices against them in their life. They have had bad things happen to them, and as a result, they go to an extreme to fight back against those injustices. And it's not good when that happens. It's bad for them that happened to them in the first place. It sucks. It's not fair. Life is not fair. But to then take that and move forward in such a way as to, well, now I'm going to take away other people's rights because mine were taken away in this instance, that's not a correct approach. And I think that is the approach of some third wave feminists, and I think that's a mistake. So that's my take on that.